Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, our little corner of the internet, as I like to say. So happy that you're here, and I can't wait to go over these clips with you and then talk about them later. Without further ado, I'm going to get to it. Just want to mention that this is for entertainment purposes only. Make your own decisions, do your own research. You know the drill. Let's get to it. Oh, I'm going to read this. So this is about Jason Paget. He was brutally beaten and he woke up a genius. He was diagnosed with acquired Savant syndrome, a condition in which an individual demonstrates knowledge after experiencing trauma. There are only 50 documented people in the world with the acquired Savant syndrome. Was quite interesting. I've heard of people acquiring accents in this way, but I never heard of it completely changing who they are or turning them into somewhat of a savant. That's very interesting.
Your image in the media.
How would I describe my image in the media?
Yes.
I wouldn't describe it.
Well, how would you describe it if you had to?
I don't have to.
You have to wait till I'm done with the question.
I don't have to wait to anything, honestly. I mean, this guy right here may tell me that I have to wait, but personally, I don't have to do nothing.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you like
He can't save you, right? In the real world. That guy right there. He can't save you in the real world. Just so you know.
What does that mean?
I don't have to elaborate.
Ask your next question.
Is
please,
that a threat against
No,
us?
Mr. Ross, can you just ask your next question, please?
He can't save you.
And what does that mean?
I was talking to myself.
It sounded like threats. I hear threats. I don't want to hear threats. I tried not to hear threats. I hear threats. It's quite aggressive for just a deposition. Wonder what this, does anybody know what this is regarding? Very aggressive. So this is a house that was, I'm not sure if it still is, up for sale. It has a mini town in the basement, complete with shops, and let's see if they go over what's down there. Look at this. This is nuts. I hate to say this, but again, I grew up on horror movies, so I almost feel like this is a place where somebody would take you to be like, this is where you live now. I don't know. I used to watch Pretty Little Liars, and there was definitely, spoiler alert, a part of that where certain people were taken to a house that was in the middle of nowhere. That was designed to look like their old bedrooms, and they were basically like little dolls in the house that were being forced to do and act a certain way. And this has that vibe for me. But it could be really cute if you turn it into like a little, I don't know, like little farmer's market in your basement. That could be cool. Tommy Lee had a Starbucks, right? Is that who it was? It is pretty though. It's very pretty. I shouldn't be so jaded.
Dr. Emoto.
So this is known as the Rice Experiment by Dr. Emoto. And it shows how a human, so it's covering it, so I can't see, but it's thought and intentions and how that can also alter physical reality.
Has conducted another interesting experiment. He placed rice into 3 glass beakers and covered it with water. And then every day for a month, he said, "Thank you" to one beaker. "You're an idiot" to the second. And the third one, he completely ignored. After 1 month, the rice that had been thanked began to ferment, giving off a strong, pleasant aroma. The rice in the second beaker turned black. And the rice that was ignored began to rot. Dr. Emoto thinks that this experiment provides an important lesson, especially with regard to how we treat children. We should take care of them, give them attention, and converse with them. Indifference does the greatest harm.
I was thinking the same thing, that this would really affect children and pets, and I hate, I just think that it matters the way that we talk to each other. Even adults, even the people closest to you, your partner. Like, you can have a bad day. It's okay to have a bad day, but if that person just loves you and is trying to make your day better, why? Everybody needs space to decompress, but you can't just neglect those that love you. That's called taking them for granted. But I thought this was really interesting. Everybody try to speak to everyone that you speak to with nothing but understanding and gratitude for like a full day, and see how that changes you. It's not about changing them. It's about changing you because of what you're putting out into the universe. You will feel better. You will. I dare you. Hey guys, just a quick reminder that I make these videos every single day, Monday through Sunday. So if you're having a good time watching them with me, come on back tomorrow for another. I will say tomorrow might be a little later. I am going down to Maryland to go to the vet with my grandmom and see how her cat's doing. So keep positive thoughts for Rusty. I think it's going to be okay. But yeah, so it might be a little late tomorrow. I also wanted to say thank you for everyone who has been subscribing and following and sending happy thoughts and just encouragement. It's far more than I ever anticipated to get from doing this. It's such a gift that I didn't expect, which makes it the best kind. Yeah, we hit 400 subscribers since last we spoke. So I'm just kind of walking around in a dream state of disbelief and gratitude. That's about it. So thank you, and we're going to get back to it. Hello.
What is it?
This clip is a behind the scenes. I'm not sure if you've seen the movie Labyrinth. If you haven't, you should. Even if you're an adult, it's pretty interesting and really good. And if you love David Bowie, it's awesome. So, and Jennifer Connelly is also in it, a young Jennifer Connelly. So this is behind the scenes during a scene where David Bowie the Goblin King is supposed to be juggling crystals, but obviously, well, not obviously, I'll tell you, David Bowie didn't know how to juggle crystals. So they had to have somebody who did standing behind him.
It's a crystal. Nothing more.
Got it? For the occasions, we wanted to use Michael's right arm to be David's arm. We set it up with a stand-in for David, so he could rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and try to get this move. We had to have Michael down behind David, and he had to be leaning down so that he wouldn't be in the camera shot. He's now working totally blind. When we shot that scene with David, he was incredibly patient.
Action. Wait! I've got a much better plan.
I don't know how many takes we did, but it was lots and lots.
Wait! I have a much better plan. I had fun. It was very amusing. I don't think Michael Moschen, the juggler, had much fun. It was agonizing for him.
Does he look so sad? Oh, and defeated, but what a cool thing. What a cool experience to have. Just thought that was interesting.
You know, it's not a fucking person, bro. Look. What the fuck is that? That's a hiker. No, it's not, bro. That's not a person.
That's way bigger than a fucking hiker, bro.
That's
I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, fuck, it just disappeared. What the fuck?
Where'd you go, bro?
Nope.
You can go back and check that again and zoom if you want, but there's clearly some sort of figure that looks bigger than the trees. It's just out there, and then it kind of moves around a little, and then poof. Make your own decisions. Oh, I guess there's no sound, of course. They don't want you to have the sound to this, but I'm not going to say this is... So the caption obviously says, EV is a scam. There's a diesel generator being used to power the charging station, which is definitely what's happening here. See, there's the generator. There's cords to it going into the... What I would assume to be the power bank for the charging stations. And then people are charging. So ultimately, it's the generator that's charging them, not the... Yeah, you get it. Who knows? I don't think this is like this everywhere because I've personally never seen this go on in the wild, but I don't know what to believe about anything. I know that these electric vehicles are a problem. And did you guys hear about this? I just heard last night. I meant to look for a clip. I'll see if I can find one to talk about it more tomorrow. But apparently 5 or 6 states just passed something. And I know New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, California, and I can't remember the other one. I think it was 5 of them. That beginning next year, it will be illegal to have a new RV. You know, like a camper or recreational vehicle that you take trips in. And yeah, you're not allowed to have those anymore. And the way that they're going to stop it is you're not going to be allowed to register those vehicles anymore unless they follow certain EPA guidelines, which are, of course, going to be impossible for any vehicle that currently exists to abide by. They'll make sure of it. But when I first heard about this, my immediate reaction was, I don't believe that. I don't believe that because it would take so much to get to that point. Because they're going to get sued by the people who have run these businesses selling RVs for the last 30 years. You're going to get flack from people who own them, who saved for them and have $120,000 RVs that now they're not allowed to use. But it seems like it's happening, and I am just so befuddled. Did you hear about this? If I lived in one of those states, I think I would have to leave because you are just a hop skipping away from complete control if they're telling you that you can't have your RV anymore. That's nuts. That's nuts, and it's going too far. It's all going too far. Do you guys remember Double Rainbow Guy? So he was a YouTuber. He scheduled 15 years of uploads in advance before his death. And his channel is still active now, 4 years after he passed away. So shout out to Double Rainbow Guy for always being positive and a huge source of light. Just, I'm sorry that the world is missing that light now, but it's so amazing that he made sure that a piece of it lives on. Good job, Double Rainbow Guy. You are missed. That is cool. That's an old sailor. Was it Sailors? Yeah. See, it says Old Sailors Later, but what I see is a Pirates Later. That is the most dramatic lighter I've seen ever. 1913 was no joke.
Hold up, what? What is going on here? This is apparently Martha the Haunted Doll, and there's legit bones in her, so no wonder she's haunted. If she was made with bones in her, yeah, that's a haunted doll. Do people not watch horror movies? You know what? If she disappears, we know it was this doll.
That's insane. That's crazy. So I actually didn't watch I try not to watch like every second of the clip because I think it's more authentic to actually watch with you, but I try to vet a little to kind of know, you know, it's along the lines of something we'd be interested in, or I think we might be. So I didn't realize that there were more bones. I knew that there were bones there, but I didn't know there were more bones. Whose bones are these? Whose bones are these in this doll? Does anybody know about Martha? I don't think she's going to be happy that you took her leg bones. I'm just going to say that. You have angered the walking doll. No. No. And speaking of creepy, this is a mysterious creature caught on a home security camera in North Carolina. It's definitely small. Could be AI. It's just a cute little wiggle woggle. You know what a wiggle woggle is. These Ring cameras catch so many strange things. I put a camera out front of the house here, and I haven't caught anything like that. But I do have my space clip. You guys aren't ready. That little guy. I don't know anything about him or if he's harmful or beneficial, but I do know that he is cute as heck. All right, guys, I have one more for you today. Let's see. This is just adorable. So Umarell, which I may have butchered, and I'm sorry, is an Italian term for retired men who enjoy watching construction sites while offering unsolicited advice. They have a name. And always with the arms behind the back. And I'll tell you, I think that part is kind of like just a body language thing of, I'm staying out of your way. My arms are back here. Like, I'm not involved. I'm not gonna, but if I could, that should be a 2x4 or something else. I just thought that was sweet and adorable. And obviously not just for American construction sites. It's all around the world. Old men who love construction. It's wholesome. And I'll bet you those guys have some tips and tricks that those guys never would have known. You learn a lot from older people if you listen. They have stories, and not we all, there are people who don't take them seriously or fall into like a caretaker role, like, oh, how you doing? You feeling good today? And that's all well and good. And it's nice to be gentle with elderly people, but they are tough. They are tough, and they have stories, and they're funny and more than just helpless. So, and they should be treated as such. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. There will be one for Thanksgiving. I am going to record it probably the day before, just because I'm going to be running around that day to my grandmom's house. And yeah, we got a few days till then. But I hope your week is beginning lovely. I hope it's going great, and it's been a wonderful Monday. I just want to say thank you again to everybody who's subscribed. I wish that I could articulate how much it means and how excited I am, and how the more encouragement I'm getting, the bigger the dream becomes in my head. So thank you for that. Thank you. And I hope you have a beautiful night, and I will see you tomorrow. And Grandma, I love you.